Today, me and my Rottweiler Zeus, this is Zeus, we are going to tell you about the 3 challenges that I gave myself that massively helped me overcome 10 years of binge eating. Now, if you are new to this channel, hello and welcome. My name is Vivian, but you can call me Viv, and this is my Rottweiler Zeus. So let's get into it. The first challenge that I had to give myself to help me overcome binge eating was leaving food on my plate. If you have ever struggled with binge eating, you know that if it's in front of you, if it's on your plate, it's done. It's gone. Like, you are going to eat it. And that is something that I recognized with myself was I was very uncomfortable leaving food on my plate. And I noticed this when I would eat with my boyfriend, who would leave food on his plate because he stopped eating when he was full. Total foreign concept to me. I'm like, what? Stop when you're full? I thought you just eat everything in front of you. You know what I mean? Like, who cares how you feel, right? I'm kidding. But he was so good at listening to his hunger and fullness cues. And he could gauge, oh, you know what? Like, as delicious as this meal is, I'm full, so I'm going to stop. Truly foreign concept to me. And I realized that because I was uncomfortable leaving food on my plate, I had to challenge myself to proactively do that. So whenever I would eat, I would challenge myself to leave literally just one bite. Like, I'm not trying to waste food here, but just one bite, because I knew that that was so uncomfortable for me. But if I could challenge myself to do it and get used to leaving food on the plate, then I could actually start also listening to my hunger and fullness cues and stop when I'm getting close to fullness so that I don't keep overeating and feeling like crap. But it started with, okay, just leave one bite on the plate, Vivian, just one bite. Like, just start small. Then you can leave 2 bites. Then you can actually just leave whatever you need to leave based on how full you are. And crazy enough, that helped massively because now I'm comfortable leaving food on the plate, which is insanity. That would have never happened before in the 10 years of binge eating that I was in. Challenge number 2. Whenever I would go off of my healthy eating plan, or if I had something that I consider junk food, like Oreos, pizza, ice cream, stuff like that. Whenever I would go off my healthy eating plan and eat what I consider junk food, I would always just, the rest of the day, that means I need to continue eating junk food. Like, that was my sign. Oh, I messed up. So I need to eat all of the junk food that is in my house, that is near my house, that I can get my hands on because I already messed up for the day. That was fueling the heck out of my binge eating cycle. So knowing that every time I would eat something quote unquote unhealthy, that made me want to continue to eat like that the rest of the day. The second challenge I had to give myself was I'm going to eat something that I consider not super healthy. And then the next meal, I am going to challenge myself to eat healthy. That was, again, a foreign concept to me because immediately when I gone off my plan, I wanted to stay off my plan. I wanted to stay off my plan and use it as an excuse to eat all of the delicious sugar and junk food. So the second challenge that I had to give myself was I am going to proactively incorporate something that I consider junk food, like a slice of pizza. And then the next meal, I'm going to go back to, my healthy meal plan or prepped foods that I have that make me feel my best, that make me feel energized. And that was also very uncomfortable because, again, once I had that slice of pizza, immediately I just then wanted to have fries and ice cream. I just wanted to continue eating that way. So then forcing myself to come back to eating the foods that make me feel my best and not just, continuing to eat crap, that was incredibly hard for me. But again, when I started doing that and implementing that as a habit, now I can easily do it. So I can have a cookie and not use that as an excuse now to just continue eating junk food. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna get back to, the meals that make me feel my best and not feel the need to eat everything in sight. So that was the second challenge that I gave myself that truly was a game changer in helping me overcome the binge eating mindset of like, oh, I've already messed up for the day, all is lost. The last challenge that I had to give myself is a two-parter, and it has to do with working out. So part one is that I thought that if I didn't work out in the morning, which is when I like to work out and when I feel my most energized, that meant that I couldn't work out the rest of the day because I was tired in the evening, and I don't like to work out if I have a lot of meals in me, because then I feel heavy, I feel sluggish, and I only want to work out in the morning when I feel my best. So I had to challenge myself to start putting my workouts in the evenings when I didn't want to work out, because I knew that there were going to be days where I couldn't work out in the mornings because of my schedule. And if I kept using that as an excuse of I can only work out in the mornings, there's going to be so many workouts that I skip. And my consistency is really going to be lacking because I am not pushing myself to work out at any time of the day when I can fit it in. So I started implementing my workouts later in the evening. And yes, I did have low energy. I wasn't as strong. I didn't feel as good. I didn't. But I forced myself, I challenged myself to do it anyways, to do my best, push as hard as I can. If I can't go that hard, that's okay. No stress. Just the fact that you went is amazing. So I challenged myself to go in the evenings and go later in the day when I normally wouldn't have, and I normally would have just skipped that. And now I can work out morning, evening. I still prefer mornings, but I can work out at any time of the day. And I can trust myself that even if I don't do it in the morning because things got busy, I will get it done later, which before there's just no way. Morning was the only time I would work out. And again, that led me to being inconsistent with workouts because again, when the mornings I couldn't work out, then I just couldn't work out the whole day, which in reality, that wasn't true. So challenging myself to work out in the evenings, in the afternoons, that was so essential in helping me build the habit of I'm going to work out at any time of the day. So that's the first part. The second part was that if I had eaten unhealthy and I had to work out, I felt like, oh, what's the point of working out? I cheated on my diet. I ate unhealthy. I'm off track. So I might as well work out on days only when I eat healthy. So the second part of the challenge was challenging myself to work out even when I had not followed my traditional healthy eating plan. Like if I had a pizza, I would then challenge myself to still go work out because again, there were so many times where I wanted to eat processed food, eat junk food, go out to eat. And if I use that as an excuse, which I was, if I continue to use that as an excuse to skip my workout because I wasn't, being fully on plan, again, there were so many workouts that I skipped and I just wasn't being consistent with my workout plan. And at the end of the day, like I am not going to eat ultra clean, super healthy 24/7. I'm not. I'm human. I have cravings and I want to indulge in those. And, when I go to social events, I want to enjoy myself with my friends. So if I continue to use that as an excuse, like what kind of life am I going to have? So the second part was challenging myself of you're going to work out after you eat quote unquote healthy because the day is not lost. You did not fall off. This is life. It's not on or off. No more all or nothing. It's just life. And if you said you're going to work out today, I don't care if you had a pizza or if you had a chicken breast, you're going to work out. You do your best. Again, if you feel sluggish, okay, just don't go as hard. You don't have to push as hard. You don't have to go as heavy. Again, just the fact that you went to the gym and you showed up, that is all that matters, girl. That is all that matters. And that is something that you should celebrate. The fact that you showed up. So these are the 3/4 challenges that I had to give myself that made a world of a difference in helping me overcome my 10-year cycle of binge eating. And again, and all these habits, definitely uncomfortable in the beginning because I was so used to doing the opposite. But holy crap, once I started to implement these, complete game changer. So I hope that you found this video helpful. If you want to work with me one-on-one to overcome yo-yo dieting once and for all and build a healthy and positive relationship with food and your body, then go to www.teamevolve.co and submit an application form. You can also follow me on Instagram at Vivian No, and you can follow Zeus and my other Roddies at Team Roddies. And you can follow me on TikTok at Vivian No with an underscore at the end. And if you would like to see more binge eating content from me and other tips that have helped me overcome it, then go ahead and click this video right here. And otherwise, thank you so much for joining me and Zeus, and we will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.